Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. Hi, this is Miss Norina. How is your day? I hope you are doing great today. Ready for our next lesson? Let's have a look, shall we? But before we start, please be ready with you, your textbook and workbook. First of all, look at your textbook, page 48, and let's learn some new words which we will go through throughout today's topic. Now, this is the page of your textbook, page 48, and let's look at the first word. The first one is garden. Garden. Make sure you repeat after me, okay? The second one is slippers. Slippers. The third picture is cushion. Cushion. Next, dining room. Dining room. Tempat makan. Next, mat. Mat. Tikar. Next, wall. Wall. Dinding. I think you could imagine how the traditional Japanese house looks like. So if you don't know, you never seen one, you can look at this. This is a sample what is inside the Japanese house. They have paper doors, they have big rooms. Their designs are so simple. Now, we will listen to an audio. I need you to get ready with your textbook, page 48, and let's have a look and listen to the audio now.
And read. Social Studies.
The traditional Japanese house. This is a traditional Japanese house with a garden. People never wear shoes in Japanese houses. They wear slippers. There are a lot of paper doors in a Japanese house. There is one big room with mats on the floor and a low table. People sit on cushions. This room is the living room and the dining room too. At night, this room becomes the bedroom. They put the table near the walls and make beds on the mats.
Next, let's look at the grammar. You just need to know singular nouns and plural nouns. Big room. Big room, there is only one big room. If there is only one big room, we begin our sentence with there is one big room. Or you can also use the word a. For example, there is a small desk here. Okay? So when it is singular, you use this kind of sentence. Now let's move on to the next one. There are a lot of paper doors. If you notice, the word here is written in plural form. So begin your sentence with there are a lot of paper doors. Full stop. Let's look at the next example. There are 3 red mats. The word are is here and 3 red mats. More than one, right? Next, let's do some comprehension exercise. Based on the passage that you have read just now, let's answer few questions. For this part, I want you to write on your writing book. If you don't have it, you can write on a piece of foolscap paper. Before you start doing it, please write today's day and today's date. Today's day is Tuesday and the date is 29th of June 2021. You can start, copy the questions and try your best to answer those questions. The answers are all based on the passage that you read just now. If you forget, you can always refer to your textbook, page 48, and read the text again. Now, for the listening exercise, You just need to listen to the audio and number the pictures accordingly in the textbook with pencil. Okay, so you just number from 1 to 3. Okay, let's listen to the audio now.
Activity 3. Listen and number 1 to 3.
1. There are cushions and slippers in this room. There is also a desk. You can sleep in this room. 2. There are cushions and slippers in this room, but there isn't a desk. There's a table and 4 chairs. You can eat here. 3. This place isn't a room. There are cushions, chairs, and a table. There are many flowers all around.
Next, writing exercise. For this part, please look at your workbook, page 36. The instruction says, look, find the differences, and write. For this part, you need to look at both pictures, find the differences, and write simple sentences. I have taught you how to write using there is and there are. So, for example, look at picture A. The walls are yellow. Look at picture B. The walls are orange. Okay, number 2. There is one sofa. On picture A, you can see there is only one sofa. What else you can see in picture A? Can you see the green armchairs? How many? There are 2 armchairs. You can also write there are 2 green armchairs. Well, I hope you can understand. Please try this exercise. Write on a piece of foolscap paper the same one. Don't forget to write the instruction. You can start now. Now, let's do some revision. Look at your workbook, page 40. You need to look at these pictures and write. For this part, you have learned this last week. For this activity, look at the pictures and write the questions and answers. The first example has been done for you. If you can see, there is a white fridge here. So, to construct a question, begin with, whose fridge is this? So you can see the white one. This is blue, this is white. So it belongs to Bob. So the answer is, it's Bob's. And to show belonging, you must have apostrophe S, and don't forget your full stop. Next, let's look at the second example. There is a purple armchair. So how to construct the question? Yes, begin with whose. Whose armchair is this? Question mark. So it belongs to Sally. It's Sally's. Full stop. And the rest, I think you can do it on your own. Next, we have a project. For this part, refer to your workbook, page 38. It says here, look, read, and write. Based on the pictures, you need to write sentences and add on adjectives. The word written in pink here are adjectives. Example, big, red, red sofa, big house, yellow bookcase, and so on. Let's look at the first example. Number 1. I live in a house. Simple sentence. Now, let's make it better and clearer by adding adjectives. Adjectives is placed before the noun. Example, I live in a big house. Right? Now, let's try the second one. Can you see sofa? Okay. The sentence here says there is a sofa in the living room. So how to make it clearer? There is a red sofa in the living room. So I hope you can understand and you can try it now. Finally, let's check your answers. You can tick your own book or your own paper. Let's look at the comprehension exercise. Textbook, page 49. I will read for you and please read after me. First, what do people wear inside? The answer is, people wear slippers. Full stop. The answer is slippers. Number 2. How many big rooms are there? There are 2. Full stop. Next. Number 3. Where do people sit? People sit on cushions. Full stop. And the last one, where do people sleep? People sleep on mats. Next, listening exercise. So these are the answers. Refer to your textbook, page 49. So the first one, for picture A, number 2, picture B, number 3, and picture C, number 1. Next, writing exercise. Look at your workbook, page 36. For this part, you need to look, find the differences, and write. Okay, now, let's read together. Picture A. The walls are yellow. Number 2, there is one sofa. Or you can also write, there is a sofa. Number 3, there are 2 armchairs. Number 4, there are 4 cushions. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next, there are 2 slippers under the table. 1, 2. Let's look at picture B. What do we have here? Number 1, the walls are orange. Number 2, there are 2 sofas. 1, 2. Number 3, there is 1 armchair. Yep. Number 4, there is 1 cushion. Yep. Number 5, there is 1 slipper under the table. Yes. If you got your answers mixed up, it is okay. If you, let's say, for example, number 3, there is 1 armchair. You wrote on number 5. It's fine. Now, for the revision part, workbook, page 40, look and write. Let's read together. Number 1. Whose fridge is this? It's Bob's. Number 2. Whose armchair is this? It's Sally's. Number 3. Whose bookcase is this? It's Sally's. Number 4. Whose mat is this? It's Bob's. Next, project. Look at your workbook, page 38. Look, read, and write. Number 1. I live in a big house. Number 2. There is a red sofa in the living room. Number 3. I have got a yellow bookcase. Number 4. There is a big tree in the garden. Number 5. There is a pretty painting on the wall. You can pause this minute to allow you to do reading practice. I think that's the end of our session. Not to forget to take some photos on your work and please upload on Google Classroom. Our class code is CBZ T-U-R-O. That's all from me. Stay safe.